Morning, everyone. Meteorologist Bill Rentschler in the 1011 Now streaming studio. Hope everyone's having a nice Tuesday morning. We're going to be dealing with more warm weather today, but also dealing with some scattered light rain this morning, but keeping a close eye on the potential for cooler and wetter weather in the forecast, especially as we head towards the upcoming weekend, as we're definitely going to be seeing a little bit of a pattern change. More fall-like temperatures going to be heading our way, especially through the back half of the long-range forecast again. So if you're kind of waiting for some of that cooler weather, it is going to be just right around the corner. Again, the official start of astronomical fall is on Sunday, that autumnal equinox. And again, definitely going to be feeling pretty fall-like for us, I think, through the weekend and then through much of the week next week, or at least a little bit cooler than it's been. Again, we've had a pretty decent stretch over a week now of seeing some of those above-average temperatures. But again, the cooler weather is coming. Also, again, like I mentioned, scattered light rain going to continue to be possible this morning. It's going to be fairly hit or miss. Not that impactful, though. But again, cloudy skies, especially for eastern Nebraska as we start our day. But again, it's the cooler weather and the wetter weather potentially as well that are going to headline your forecast as we head late this week into the weekend, and that potentially spills over into the following week as well. So we'll get into that here in just a minute. First, again, looking at our low temperatures this morning in Lincoln. Again, across the metro, it was generally upper 60s, low 70s. Our normal low temperature this time of year now that we're well into September, is down into the 50s. So again, a warm start to our Tuesday. Again, after a warm day yesterday into the upper 80s, going to have another warm day over the next several days. So again, not quite done with the above average temperatures, but again, the cooler weather is coming. You can see the cloudy skies right now from Lincoln Skyview. Temperatures in the lower 70s. South wind at around 14 miles an hour. Dew points in the middle 60s. So again, just a little bit of humidity out there, and again, a little bit of that southerly breeze that we're going to continue to deal with as we head through the day today. Temperatures across the metro warming up from those lows right now, sitting generally in the lower 70s across the Lincoln metro. Again, it's low 70s at my house, upper 60s at my parents' house there in the southeastern part of town. But again, generally right around 70 degrees across the Lincoln metro. Statewide, again, temperatures ranging from the upper 50s in the far west to the upper 60s, low 70s across much of the 10-11 coverage area. 71 in Grand Island, 69 in Hastings, as well as 69 degrees right now in North Platte. Dew point temperatures, again, these aren't terrible, but again, there is at least a little bit of humidity out there. Right now, those dew point numbers are in the lower to middle 60s. Again, I don't think these are going to go much higher than where they're at right now. So again, dealing with a little bit of humidity through the day today and over the next several days. You see our dew point trend, where we've been over the past week in the blue line, where we're expecting we could be in the yellow line there. And again, kind of right around where we're at now as we head through the day today, into the day Wednesday, and even into part of Thursday. Well, there will be a cold front that does drop in some drier air briefly as we head into Friday. But then again, some more moisture returns as a low kind of swings up from the south. And that's the low that's going to potentially bring us some pretty wet weather as we head Friday evening and into the day on Saturday and Sunday. So that is something we'll keep a close eye on. Winds generally out of the south at around 8 to 18 miles an hour. Again, we do have a few wind gusts between 20 and 25 miles an hour this morning. Again, we're going to continue to see a little bit of a breezy south wind as we head through the day today. Won't be terrible, but again, it will be something to keep an eye on. Satellite radar picture we again saw yesterday morning. We kind of had a band of showers and a few isolated thunderstorms stretching from near Grand Island up towards O'Neill. We've seen some of that activity again this morning. Again, this is just some of the moisture being transported northward, combined with just a little bit of upper-level energy. So we do have some scattered showers, maybe an isolated rumble of thunder or two across the eastern quarter of the state this morning. And as we head through the morning, this activity is going to continue to drift to the east, and again, could produce some of these scattered light rain showers across the area. So don't be surprised, again, for areas from Norfolk to Columbus to Lincoln, down towards Beatrice, Bearberry. Again, if we do see at least a little bit of light rain as we head through the morning hours. Again, not going to be a ton of moisture, but again, at this point, we take whatever we can get considering how dry it's been over the past several weeks. But more moisture, again, certainly more substantial and more beneficial moisture, again, will be heading our way later this week. We zoom out, look at a regional view, also have some scattered showers off to our west. You can see a little bit of a spin. That's a low-pressure system that's currently right now across parts of Nevada, Utah, and Idaho. That low-pressure system is going to continue to kind of track to the northeast. It's going to bring bring that cold front our way as we head through the day today into tomorrow and then into the day on Thursday as well. That will bring in additional chances for thunderstorms to the forecast that we'll talk about in just a little bit. We zoom out, look at a national view. Again, had that potential tropical system that moved on shore in the Carolinas yesterday. It brought, again, a tremendous amount of rainfall. There were some areas over near Wilmington and along the North Carolina coast that saw over a foot of rain with that system. It's currently tracked inland, though, but again continues to produce some scattered rain across parts of Virginia, North Carolina, and as far west as central Kentucky and parts of eastern Tennessee as well. But again, so again, some scattered showers, isolated thunderstorms right now across the country, but nothing too significant as of Tuesday morning. If you look at the weather alerts, again, nothing crazy out there right now. We do have some high wind or wind alerts across parts of Montana and Wyoming. Again, some air quality alerts, some dense fog alerts across parts of North Dakota, down there across parts of southern Missouri. Do have some flood watches still in place across the eastern seaboard over there in Virginia into parts of northeastern Carolina. So again, those are some areas that we'll still keep an eye on. So if we check out Skycast, again, you can see this is 10 a.m. this morning. Still has some of that scattered activity across the far eastern sections of the state. That activity is going to continue to kind of drift off to the east as we head through the morning and expected to continue to weaken and kind of fizzle out as it does so. I think as we head into Tuesday afternoon, we should be looking at mostly sunny skies across the state. But as we head into Tuesday evening, again, that cold front out west, expecting to see thunderstorms develop along the high plains across parts of eastern Wyoming, eastern Colorado. That activity is then going to then push out onto the plains into parts of, again, the Nebraska Panhandle, southwestern Nebraska. As it does so, we are expecting the potential for potentially numerous severe thunderstorms with that activity, with the main threats likely being damaging winds as well as the potential for some large hail. So this is 10 o'clock tonight. Again, that activity basically lined up from, again, kind of up near Chadron, or just to the east of Chadron, down through North Platte and into parts of southwestern Nebraska, northwestern Kansas. That activity, as we head through the overnight hours, will continue to push from west to east. Could potentially impact Lincoln and eastern Nebraska as we head into Wednesday morning. So again, another chance. We'll call it maybe 20 or 30%, I think, as we head through Wednesday morning for some scattered showers and thunderstorms for the Lincoln area and eastern sections of the state as that front kind of pushes through the area. Then as we head into Wednesday afternoon, behind that front, we are expecting more dry weather as we head Wednesday afternoon into the evening. Our in-house model does pick up on a potential for a few scattered showers and thunderstorms, mainly across parts of north central, northeastern Kansas as we head towards Wednesday night. And then as we head Wednesday into Thursday, you can see that low spinning across parts of North Dakota. That's going to usher in some drier air to the area as we head through the day on Thursday when we're on the back end of that system, so winds more out of the west and the northwest. As we head past Thursday, this will starting to get into some of the longer range part of the forecast. As we head past Thursday, this is the European model. I want to show you this because, again, what we're going to look for is as we head Thursday into Friday, the weather generally stays fairly quiet, generally dry. But as we head towards Friday evening, there's going to be another system that kind of lifts up from the southern plains. That's going to start to bring rain chances back into the forecast as we head late Friday afternoon into the evening time frame. I think those chances are going to start fairly small, but then increase as we head through Friday evening. Again, Friday, obviously an important day. Again, the Huskers hosting Illinois for a 7 o'clock kickoff in Lincoln. Again, 400th sellout of Memorial Stadium. And again, it looks like if you're going to be headed down there, I would bring the rain gear. Again, I think by the time kickoff rolls around at around 7 o'clock, we're probably looking at about a 30% chance for some showers and maybe some isolated thunderstorms. Right now, the severe weather outlook doesn't look like great chances for severe weather, but again, when you have that many people outside, again, even just a little bit of lightning, they're going to potentially put that game into a delay. So again, there is the possibility for some isolated thunderstorms. If it's just some light rain, we can play through that and we can deal with that, have the rain gear handy. But again, if there is any lightning, that could certainly cause some issues. So as we head Friday, 5 o'clock through the evening, that rain chance is going to continue to increase. I think by 10 o'clock, that chance is up to around 40% or so. So again, still not great, still better odds that we would be mainly dry rather than dealing with, again, rainy conditions. So their chances there, I think through, again, tailgating hours through about 10 o'clock Friday night. It goes from about 20% to about 40%, but it's going to continue to then tick up as we head past 10 o'clock Friday and into the day on Saturday as that low continues to push into the area. This is 5 a.m. Saturday morning. We see rain becoming more widespread across central and eastern sections of the state, and that looks like it could potentially then continue through a good chunk of the day on Saturday and then even into the day on Sunday as that low pressure system kind of slides through the area. Also, I just want to point out, you'll notice 5 a.m. Sunday in the mountains in Colorado there, long-range model is picking up on some snow showers. That is certainly a possibility. Higher elevations in the mountains could pick up a couple inches of snow with this system on Saturday night into Sunday morning, but then rain potentially also then continues into the day on Sunday. Also, it looks like it could be breezy to windy into the day on Sunday, and again, models have temperatures on Sunday ranging anywhere for much of the 10-11 coverage area from the low 60s to the low to mid 70s, with potentially those cloudy and rainy conditions and breezy to windy conditions as well. So again, Sunday has the potential to be a little bit of a raw day, I think, across the state, which again isn't something we've seen for quite some time. So again, if we look at the Husker game day forecast, again, I think it's going to be a warm afternoon, upper 80s, right around 90 degrees by 3 o'clock. 20% chance for some showers, partly sunny skies. Kickoff is at 7. And again, we're going to go with a 30% chance for some showers, isolated thunderstorms possible. That chance by 11 up to around 40%. And honestly, I think the chance will continue to get better as we head past 11 o'clock Friday night, and likely will be highest as we head through the day on Saturday and into the day on Sunday. So again, I certainly think there's a possibility for rain during the game. I certainly think there's a possibility there could even be some isolated thunderstorms in the area during the game. But again, still several days out. It's only Tuesday, so again, make sure you stay tuned to the forecast as we head over the next several days as we continue to tinker with the forecast. Confidence will hopefully increase as we get closer. But again, if you are making plans to go to the game, I know many people are. I have tickets. Again, I would at least have the rain gear handy and keep it kind of tucked away and packed with you in case we do need it. As far as the severe weather outlook for the day today, there is decent potential for some severe storms along the high plains. Again, this is going to be from eastern Montana through western Nebraska, down through parts of eastern Colorado and New Mexico, where there's a marginal and slight risk. We also have an enhanced risk for severe weather across parts of the Panhandle, southwestern Nebraska, and northeastern Colorado. So again, scattered and numerous severe thunderstorms are going to be possible in these areas, and it looks like high winds would be the primary threat for some of these thunderstorms. We could also see some large hail. Tornado threat, though, is very low for the day today. But again, won't discount the outside chance. Could see a brief spin up, but again, mostly wind and hail, as well as the potential for some heavy rain at times with some of those thunderstorms as we head through Tuesday late afternoon and then through the evening time frame for the day tomorrow. We do actually have a marginal risk across the eastern sections of the state, including Lincoln. Some of those thunderstorms move through the area in the morning. Won't rule out the chance that one or two of those could be on the strong side, again, potentially producing some quarter-sized hail, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts as we start the day on your Wednesday, so it's something to look out for. Into the day on Thursday, that severe weather threat shifts to the east. Slight risk across parts of Minnesota into north central Iowa. Marginal risk extends all the way down into extreme southeastern Nebraska and then into parts of northern Missouri and northeastern Kansas. As far as the 7-day precipitation potential goes, again, nice to see this map again for the first time in a long time. Kind of have a bullseye of areas of heavy rain or heavier rain across parts of the Midwest, including in Nebraska, Iowa, down across southern Minnesota. Could see as we head through the next week in some areas, maybe 2 to 3 inches of rainfall. So again, that's something to look forward to, as we haven't had that much really over the past 6 or 7 weeks. Again, we had, I think, 1.5 inches in the month of August, and again for Lincoln, again so far this September, no measurable moisture as of yet. So again, we need some moisture, and it looks like it could finally head our way as we head over the course of the next week. Again, I think much of this is for the next 7 days. I think a lot of this again could be coming Friday night into Saturday and then into the day on Sunday. So again, that will be a time frame that everyone needs to keep an eye on over the next couple days. As far as temperatures today, another warm day, upper 80s, low 90s for much of the state, climbing into the middle 90s for some areas in the Sandhills and southwestern Nebraska, 94 in McCook, Imperial, North Platte, Thedford, 95 in Valentine today, 88 in Grand Island. We'll go 89 degrees in Lincoln for the day today. Lows into Wednesday morning, upper 40s, low 50s in the far west. Most of 10-11 country, though, looking at upper 50s to upper 60s, including 68 in Lincoln, 66 in Grand Island, 59 in North Platte. High temperatures on Wednesday do look to be a touch cooler, especially for the western sections of the state, but still upper 80s in Lincoln. That's still about 10 degrees or so above average for this time of year. Into Thursday morning, again, another warm morning. It's mid to upper 60s, right around 70 degrees for eastern Nebraska. Otherwise, upper 40s to upper 50s for the western half of the state. And then high temperatures on Thursday. Again, another hot day, especially in the southeast, with low to mid 90s for high temperatures. Again, a 92 in Lincoln, 93 in Beatrice, 94 in Falls City. Friday also looks like it's going to be another warmer day. Again, up around 90 degrees for a high for Lincoln. But again, then past Friday, into the weekend and into next week, we will see much cooler conditions. You can see upper 70s on Saturday. Right now, we're going 74 for a high on Sunday. But again, some models do have highs in the low 60s for us. So again, that's going to be a day to keep an eye on. And then mid 70s by next Monday. I think our rain chances are going to be best Wednesday morning, again, as that potential line of showers and thunderstorms moves through the area. I think mainly dry on Thursday, but then again, Friday into Saturday and into Sunday is going to be a time frame to watch as well. I think over the next 7 days, that's when we could see a lot of our moisture, again, potentially several inches of moisture across the state head our way. So again, something to keep an eye on. Again, also some breezy winds continue to impact the area today, into Wednesday, into Thursday as well. I think Sunday has the potential to be on the breezier side as well. Breezy to windy conditions to go along with the potential rainfall and cooler temperatures, cloudy conditions. So keep an eye on Sunday as well. 10-day forecast for select cities across the state looks like this. Again, you'll notice, again, Sunday, it's upper 60s, low 70s across the area. I think 74 in Lincoln might be a little bit high. Again, 75 on Monday also might be a little bit high, but then hanging out generally in the 70s through the week, next week as well. Those numbers much closer to where we should be for this time of year. 8 to 14-day temperature outlook does favor above average temperatures, though. This takes us through the last day of the month, through September 30th, September 24th through September 30th. And the precipitation outlook also, again, no clear signals, at least for Nebraska, in terms of below average or above average precipitation, kind of have equal chances. Favors below average precipitation to our west and southwest, favors above average precipitation to our east and to our southeast as well. So again, a lot to kind of keep an eye on the forecast as we head over the next week or so. Again, the last several weeks, there really hasn't been much to keep an eye on. It's been mainly warm. It's been mainly dry. But again, chances for rain almost every day as we head over the course of the next week. But again, particularly Wednesday morning, we'll keep an eye on that time frame for eastern Nebraska. And then obviously with the game Friday evening, we'll keep a close eye on that forecast, but into the weekend as well. Again, much cooler, and again, those chances for rain, I think, throughout a good chunk of the day on Saturday and through the day on Sunday as well. So again, keep an eye on that as we head over the next several days. So appreciate everyone for tuning in and watching as always. Again, just a reminder, this is a live segment that we do almost every morning from the streaming studio. Again, right around 9 o'clock, Monday through Thursday, just a forecast update, kind of going through local, regional, and national headlines. Again, on the 1011 Now streaming platforms, which again, you can catch the live stream on 1011now.com, our streaming apps, and again, we're also streaming live on our YouTube channel. If you're on our YouTube channel, tell you to like and subscribe. Have a ton of good content that we do live throughout the day, most days on our YouTube channel as well. So appreciate everyone for tuning in and watching. Hope everyone has a nice Tuesday, and again, keep your eyes tuned to the forecast here as we head over the next several days, as it looks like we could see some pretty busy conditions.